What's good, people? It is Tony the Savant back again. And before we get started, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, join the fam as I drop content daily, go live daily, stay very busy on this platform. And last but not least, my favorite part of this whole game, please leave your thoughts and comments, your thoughts and opinions in the comments section, as I'm always interested to know what y'all think about these topics. All right, y'all. Let's get right into this work. Because the nerve of a man, Skip Bayless, just this is how you know he does not belong on TV any longer. This dude is still out here trying to go viral in the most profane ways. And I guess you could say he's kind of gone viral because everybody is disgusted with what he's had to say about Russell Westbrook. If you haven't, if you didn't know, Russell Westbrook has joined the Denver Nuggets, um, and this is after Nikola Jokic, AKA the Joker, recruited Russell Westbrook. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. People don't understand this. Joker recruited Russ. He wanted Russ on his team, despite the fact that LeBron James treated Russ like he was some throwaway. Uh, the best player in the league right now, at least by the MVP's standard, Joker has recruited Russell Westbrook to his team successfully, and Skip Bayless comes out of his mouth and just trashes Russ. You know what I mean? Has all this negative energy for him. I listened to this segment and I'll say it like this: people are kind of making it a little worse than it actually is. I will say that. On a 1 to 10, Skip was probably at a 6. You know what I mean, and how I heard about the news is people reacting to it, and everybody was acting like Skip just flew off the handle. He did to an extent, but it was just, like I said, the nerve of Skip Bayless to still have this disdain for a guy that has done essentially everything that Skip has ridiculed him for. You remember in the beginning when Russ and KD played with one another, Skip always ridiculed Russell Westbrook for his shot selection and his shot volume. Well, Russ, these last 2 3 years, has adjusted his game. He isn't such a high volume scorer, but he's still effective. He still can put up some points that helps contribute to a win. Also, he teased them about not being a team guy and all that kind of stuff, being a vampire in the locker room. And Russell Westbrook, um, was praised and as a good teammate with the Clippers. No problem. Even so much so, the Clippers went out of their way to make sure that Russell Westbrook landed with a contender. This is the stuff that Skip will not report. The Los Angeles Clippers went out of their way to make sure that Russell Westbrook landed with a contender. That he didn't end up in a Washington Wizards situation again. A Hall of Fame player, just going out there to just put up stats. Russell should be more respected than that. So the Clippers did a sign and trade with the Jazz. And I believe they're getting Chris Dunn or somebody. Yeah, they're getting Chris Dunn back in the sign and trade. But they did a sign and trade with the Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz conducted a buyout with Russell Westbrook, and yeah, he was properly traded to a contending team for a championship. This is what Skip did not say when he was going on his little soliloquy, showing all of Russell Westbrook's lowlights again. And it was just disgusting, man. And I'm so happy that we won't have to deal with this dude in a little bit while longer, as far as him being on TV, him garnishing all this attention. Because even right now, I was torn about making a video about Skip. I don't want to give him any light. But Russ is one of my guys. You know what I mean? I love Russell Westbrook over his career. I've had my criticisms about Russ as well. But let's be honest, Russell Westbrook is a legend. The only thing that Russ ain't got on his resume is a championship, respectfully. He is a bit of a stat patter, I will give him that, but I'll take Russell Westbrook over James Harden. You know what I mean? Any given day of the week. The man plays with heart. He leaves it all on the court, and it's no doubt about it. You can tell every play Russell Westbrook, from the day he got into the NBA to even now, he puts it all on the court. And a guy like Skip Bayless, who has never, well, excuse me, he has played basketball before. But if y'all remember, Jalen Rose properly cooked this man, calling him the Water Pistol Pete because he only averaged 2 points in his collegiate career and came with some sorry excuse about having to sit behind the coach's son. Like lose me with the BS, Skip. You know what I'm saying? Lose me with that, bro, because um, Skip is just a weasel, man. And I made a video talking about how ESPN and Stephen A. Smith didn't want anything to do with him after hearing the news that he would be relieved of his duties at Fox Sports 1. ESPN immediately came out with a statement and said that, nah, you can't come back here. And this is why. Skip Bayless thoroughly embarrassed ESPN. And I got a new name for ESPN. ESPN Worst Takes. Because they still be clowning on that show. But nonetheless, Skip and Stephen A were able to get to get that show to become number one. Made it what it is today, for the worse or the better. And it's just funny. It's almost hilarious that you did all that work for ESPN and now they don't want nothing to do with you. Now that you need a lifeline, you allegedly was giving everybody a lifeline like Stephen A. Smith and all these other guys on ESPN, and they can't even give you a consolation. Yeah, man, it's over for this dude. And when I heard his comments about Russell Westbrook, it just confirmed why this guy shouldn't be on TV. And even shout out to Paul Pierce, man. In the segment, Paul Pierce, if y'all didn't see this segment, they had a segment highlighting Russ going to the Denver Nuggets. And Paul Pierce gave Russell Westbrook his flowers properly. You know what I mean? Giving him the just due credit. He didn't go crazy talking about Russ was would move the needle on the Denver Nuggets championship hopes. He didn't say that. He didn't say anything that was cap. But he did give a uh, a right take. Paul Pierce did on Russell Westbrook as far as the role that Russ could play right now at 35 years old. Russ could easily be that veteran point guard on the team, that guides the team, kind of does all the dirty work, does all the in between things. And he compared the role that Russ could take with the with the role that Jason Kidd played for the Dallas Mavericks when they won that championship in 2011, as well as Rajon Rondo, the role that he played for the Lakers in 2020 when they got the Disney ornament. But at the same time, uh, Skip couldn't even be objective enough to see it from that angle. He went right to the slander. He went right back to doing what Skip do, that outdated yellow journalism, trying to get some shock value, trying to get clicks and views. And I'll give him his credit. He successfully did that because everybody's talking about this situation, but it's not in the sense of giving Skip any light or praise. It's just another confirmation as to why this dude does not belong on television any longer. He's a joke. He's a clown. He's so disrespectful to the athletes, and every time I think of Skip, I think of another athlete that he disrespected. Because in the video I made about, when we first reported him getting fired, I believe. You know what I mean? I be forgetting that. I think I forgot about him and Terrell Owens getting into it. I forgot who it was. When I was listening to people talk about this situation, somebody brought up another player, and I believe it was Terrell Owens when he had the cook Skip on ESPN. If y'all don't remember, or if y'all don't know, ESPN, Skip Bayless was a black eye for ESPN because he kept getting into these controversies with the athletes. And it's like, bro, we can't be the worldwide sports network, the number one, leader in the worldwide sports network. And every time we get a guest to come on the show, you making them feel uneasy and uncomfortable and disrespected. It was multiple times that Skip did that. And it's no surprise that his time with ESPN came to an end, albeit that he left on his own and he tried to take Stephen A. Smith with him. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, man. Obviously, that door closed shut permanently behind him. Because, like I said, ESPN wants nothing to do with him. And if you want to know why Skip Bayless does not belong on television any longer, just go watch that segment. Go watch the latest segment. It's Paul Pierce, Keyshawn Johnson, and Skip Bayless. Even Keyshawn. I hate when Keyshawn Johnson talk about basketball. You know what I mean? But he gave a fair take about Russell Westbrook. Soon as the mic got to Skip, man, he just went right into cap and slander mode. And salutations to this dude, man. It's time for him to get off TV. Long overdue. But that's all I got for y'all on this one. Again, big ups to Russell Westbrook. I hope that he's able to get a championship with the Denver Nuggets. Also, shout out to Eel Sports, Miss Kaylin and Miss Spence. They are big Denver Nuggets fans. They covered this segment, and I love how they covered it as well. Make sure y'all swing by their platform and subscribe to the channel. But at the end of the day, I'm happy for Russell Westbrook, and I'm loving how Joker was the one that it has come out publicly. That Joker was the one that recruited Russ to his team. Because we all know Joker is the man. You know what I mean? Joker really is the man in the NBA, if you want to be all things considered. How he played even in that 7-game series against the Timberwolves. He was the only. Jamal had highlights, but Joker was the only one. He was single-handedly keeping them in that game, in that series. He was cooking the alleged defensive player of the year, Rudy Gobert, and Cat. You know what I mean? It was really Naj Reid giving them problems. But at the end of the day, again, shout out to Russell Westbrook. I'm happy for him. I'm hoping that he does get a ring before he hangs his sneakers up. And that's it. That's all I got for y'all on this one. Please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, join the fam as I drop content daily, go live daily, stay busy on this platform. And last but not least, y'all, my absolute favorite part of this whole game, listening to you all's thoughts and opinions on these matters that we discuss on the platform. I may not be able to get to every comment, as soon as you comment, but I definitely put in that work in my downtime, and I love the interactions. I love the dialogue that we create. So appreciate that, y'all. All the love and support. I am Tony the Savant. Peace.